Bismillah. In the Memoirs of Prophet Adam, I learned about cohesion. I learned to stay clear of all that Allah has made forbidden, to give it a second thought before I make my own decision. One minute mistake might blur all that I envision. If not for Shaitan's insinuation, would have been immortalized in heaven.
In the life and times of Prophet Nuh, I learned that patience is a virtue. Life is a beautiful struggle. Success is certain if you work hard and you are prayerful. He spent 950 years calling the Ummah to the Deen. They turned their backs striving hard against Allah Ar-Rahim.
In the story of Prophet Musa and the mysterious man Khidr, I learned that one can never be an island, but just a drop from an ocean. So he who thinks he knows nothing at all. And knowledge can be acquired through hard working and toil. So brace yourself and be humble. My sister, you will learn more.
Delay is not denial, is what Prophet Abraham taught me. To accept every trial in good faith is what I learned from his story. He upheld monotheism and made his story, walked through fire flames and came out with all the glory, unscathed and very healthy.
To forgive and forget is what I learned from Prophet Yusuf. To never give up and be hopeful in all your pursuits. They will envy and hate, but it will serve as a refuel to continue your journey as you pedal to the middle. And that Allah sees it all, He is ever seeing, ever hearing.
If not for Prophet Yunus, who would have known about the dhikr? La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min az-zalimin. So you should invoke this very often when in pains or in troubles, especially when tribulations hit you, where severity becomes worsened. Continue and have faith as you wait for Allah's intercession. Your story will be changed in just a minute or few seconds.
It was an interesting read and quite exhilarating. His message was poignant, crystal clear to an extent. He healed the leper and rose the dead from the graveyard, casted out demons, and crafted a bird from a clay mud, not by his wisdom, but by the will of Allah. He taught us life lessons for what your possessions are vanity. He lived in this world like a traveler on a journey, or just like a squirrel that yearns for a nut on a palm tree. He never had a roof that hovers over his head. He also came with a book. The original language is Aramaic. Jesus, the son of Mary, he was mortal because he bled.
We thank Allah for gifting us with such a marvelous human being that came with the light. He doesn't just shine, but he beams. He gave us life hacks as he nurtured by example. His altruistic nature, it was exceedingly remarkable.
Of noble virtues, most beautiful pedigree, beautiful inwardly, and he glows in appearance. Just like the myriads of spotted pearls that shines in abundance, he was persecuted, exiled, and hated, with devilish animosity and spiteful aversion. But yet, he was tolerant, benevolent, and endearing.
The greatest teacher, but he bagged no degrees. The greatest leader that showed so much empathy, whose teaching changed the globe and humbled humanity. His teaching still glows and burns for eternity like a cigarette in the rain. I will send my adoration to the most beloved of men, to Allah and His creation, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.